One of the most controversial persona of Holocaust was the only leader of Jewish governments who survived the Nazi persecution, Rabbi of Vienna, who had to teach Adolf Eichmann about Jewish society and history. The last elder of Theresienstadt, Benjamin Murmelstein. April 1945. Adolf Eichmann arrived in Theresienstadt to prepare the final destruction of evidence and extermination of all witnesses. Shortly after he left, Commander Kalaram gave the order to prepare heavy machine guns on the top of fortification, and the gas chamber was built. But the final massacre of Theresienstadt inmates, approximately 8,000 people, never happened.
Došlo k rozmluvě mezi židovským starším. V té době to byl Murmelstein, který nebyl příliš příjemný člověk. A tady udělal dobrou službu, který Rámovi tedy vysvětlil, teď už nevím, jak mu to vymluvil, čím mu to vymluvil.
Prostě mu to vymluvil.
Ale vymluvil mu to nějakým nebezpečím, který by bylo pro Ráma a ještě nějak na ten lazaret SS, který byl nedaleko Velký Pevnosti. Takže z toho sešlo taky tím, že ten rozkaz potom odvolal. A to byla velká zásluha Murmelsteina.
Did you talk to your father about Theresienstadt?
For 40 years, after he came to, for 40 years until his passing away.
So you were talking about this very often, about this?
Yes, but he blamed himself. Would I have done so or otherwise, but the political, the general historical context showed that there was no other possibility. The things happened as happened because of political context. I faced an SS perhaps 5 times. First,
Nervous?
Very nervous at the SS barricade.
Inspector.
Yes, asked me what? I fear to be set in prison. I was 7 years old. I had been called Günther Moes, and Ram wanted to see me when they waited for the Red Cross visit. Then I had been called. My father had been compelled to bring me to see at the commandatur, questioned by Hans Günther,
Yes.
Brunner, Alois Brunner, stood some days at Theresien, and Ernst Moes, because that was after my father said in his last speech to the Red Cross delegates that the fate of Theresienstadt is of concern for me. The fate of Theresienstadt is of concern für mich. Das Fix an Theresienstadt bereitet mir Sorgen. Das Fix an Theresienstadt bereitet mir Sorgen. So they wanted to try to keep to take me as hostage. Yes, that's a normal Nazi procedure.
Yeah, sure.
Then they changed mind. They arranged the farce of a revolution. I remember it was terrible. My father had the morning after the night had a terrible nervous crisis.
Not much. He was not invited to the Eichmann's trial.
Because I have reasons to believe that Eichmann gave a signal not to call for Murmelstein.
Oh, I see.
Because otherwise he would have spoken about some
Details.
details about the naivety of Jewish leaders. Because Murmelstein had some details about Eichmann, his corruption, his liaison with the travel agency,
Yeah, travel agency, I know.
the Hanseatisches Reisebüro of Vienna, and then some his relationship with banker Storfer.
Okay. See, I did many interviews with Theresienstadt survivors, many. Ruth Bandy, many people. Imagine, when I talk to Czech Jews, everybody hates or hated your father. When do you think
They
it started?
promoted my father to SS General.
Yes.
But
What do you think, why? When did it start?
because the hate of assimilated Jews against the Polish Jews. Because my family came from Lwów.
Remember when your father, for example, was he watching the Eichmann's trial? Like when it was happening, your father, what for example he was saying about the Mrs. Arendt, when she was... Yeah, she was creating nonsense. She had no idea what really Eichmann was and stuff. But do you remember when you... But do you remember when your father commented, when you were talking with him about this? Was he upset?
Explain. Arendt stood safe
Yes,
in New York.
yes.
And then her close relationship in the 20s but after the war with Heidegger. According to Heidegger, the Jews distracted themselves. And that is the root of the foolish opinion of Hannah Arendt about the Judenrat. That's
I see.
my question.
Would you like to send a message to these historians who are bad-mouthing your father and keep telling that he was a collaborator, having no real proofs? Would you like
I
to...
would like to see them before an SS a drunk SS holding the revolver ready to shot.
That's it.
It would be very amusing.
Exactly. That was good.
A drunk SS holding here the revolver ready to shot. That's the only message I can give.
That's
Out.
okay.
The prostitutes can give such people moral lessons, morality.
In 1960, Adolf Eichmann was kidnapped from Argentina and brought to justice in Jerusalem. He was willing to talk under several terms. One of them was that Rabbi Benjamin Murmelstein, the man who knew the most about him, would never be summoned to testify. Wolf Murmelstein spent his whole life trying to clear the name of his father.